It's the first round of the 2023 Texas High School football playoffs with 352 playoff games scattered across the state. Let's do some predictions for 352 of them. These are the picks. Welcome into the Picks, your guide to the Texas High School football weekend. My name is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to the greatest show on earth. The Texas High School football playoffs are here, and it is a 6-week sprint to AT&T Stadium where we will crown 12 UIL Texas High School football state champions, and this is going to be a lot of fun. It always is. You can find everything you need for the playoffs at TexasFootball.com/playoffs. We've got brackets, we've got pairings, we've got sleepers, we've got predictions, everything you could possibly need. And this week is particularly special. There's 352 win or go home games scattered across the state. It is the single largest elimination round of any sport anywhere in the world. Seriously. So it is a big fun weekend of 352 games. Are you seeing this? That's right. It's my picks. I'm picking all 352 UIL Texas High School football playoff games this week. I'm either going to mention it out loud or it's going to be scrolling on this side of the screen. Now let me be clear, because I get questions about this every year. If I mention it out loud, it's not going to be on the scroll. And if it's not on the scroll, I'll mention it out loud. But I promise you, I'm picking all 352 games. I double-checked. I triple-checked. I quadruple-checked. So save your comments. I promise you I picked it. I might be wrong, but I picked it. Huge games everywhere you look. We start in Garden City. 6:30 p.m. Thursday night in Garden City. It is a Class 1A Division I by-district matchup between the Westbrook Wildcats and the Rankin Red Devils. What are the keys to this matchup? Key number 1, ground and pound. There's a lot of different ways to play six-man football, but these two teams go about it in a similar way, which is running game. They're going to line it up and try to grind it out on the ground, and they have been pretty darn good at doing it. Westbrook's got a number of playmakers, including Keegan Gilbreth and Grayson Jeffrey. On the other side, you've got a number of playmakers on this Rankin running attack led by Barrett Jackson and Angel Gonzalez. These are two teams that are going to want to establish a ground game, and that is going to be critical for the defenses to diagnose. So which of these teams can establish a running game early? Key number 2, the champion's advantage. So Westbrook is the two-time defending 1A Division I state champions. Won it in 2021, ran it back in 2022, and looked like a team that can make it back to AT&T Stadium once again. What Homer Matlock has built there at Westbrook is awfully impressive. When you're the champion, that comes with advantages, and it comes with drawbacks. When you're the champion, you're awfully hard to beat, right? You're a team, obviously, that's at the top of your game, and there's a little bit of an intimidation factor on the other side. But also, you're going to get everyone's best shot. You're not going to sneak up on anybody. The champion's advantage is real, and especially early in the playoffs with a quality opponent on the other side like Rankin. So, can Westbrook use the champion's advantage to their advantage? And key number 3, hello old friend. These are two teams that know each other very well. Westbrook and Rankin are now playing each other for the 4th time in the last 15 months. Regular season 2022, Westbrook gets a very narrow win over Rankin. Playoffs 2022, Westbrook ends Rankin's season. Regular season 2023, Westbrook drills Rankin 52-0. That was 2 months ago. Now, I think a lot has changed, and this Rankin team is really coming into their own. They were state ranked before they lost their regular season finale to district champion Borden County. This is a Rankin ball club that is very dangerous and I think has grown as the season has gone on. Now, Westbrook's gotten better too, but how much has changed in the last 2 months since these two teams saw each other? Who am I picking? I'm going with Westbrook. The Wildcats have to be your favorite in this one, not just because they're the two-time defending champs and not just because they've already beaten Rankin earlier this season, but I also think that this is the kind of program that gets better when the lights are the brightest. Westbrook has proven time and again over the last 2 years that in playoff games, they are especially hard to beat. One thing that I really like about this Westbrook team is the defense. I think that that is the real key for them to slow down this rushing attack for Rankin. Now for Rankin, the real critical part of this game is going to be their defense, to slow down this rushing attack for Westbrook and keep this game close and win it late. That's the way that you beat a team like Westbrook. But in the end, I think that Parker Matlock, Keegan Gilbreth, and all the playmakers that Westbrook have are too much. Give me the Wildcats. Let's go to 6A Division 1 now. 7 o'clock Friday night at Monroe Stadium in Austin. It is a 6A Division 1 by-district matchup between the Vandergriff Vipers and the Lake Travis Cavaliers. Yeah, in round 1. Vandergriff was a team that played for a state championship in the 6A Division 2 bracket last year, but the way that District 25 6A shook out, the Vipers, who are undefeated, got bumped over the Division 1 bracket, and their reward is Lake Travis right out of the chute. You want to talk about a huge by-district matchup there in the capital city. This game is going to be a lot of fun. Lake Travis is a lot different than they have been in past years. Specifically, their defense is the real leading charge for this Cavaliers team. Their linebacker, Marcus Boswell, has been great, and their pass defense has been excellent. They've allowed 3 passing touchdowns all year. This secondary is serious. Now, the offense has been more plodding, right? And they haven't necessarily had that breakout game offensively. Furthermore, there's a questionable situation with their quarterback, Caden Leone, who's questionable with injury entering this game. If he can't go, they're going to turn to Chase and Dida. How does that impact things? They need to get their running back, Nico Hamilton, going in this game. For Vandergriff, they've been perfect. You can't really ask a whole lot more of the Vipers. They have been excellent. I think Deuce Adams, the quarterback, has added a new element to this game. And you look at Miles Coleman, their outstanding wide receiver, and Eli Adams. They've got a bevy of weapons on the outside for Deuce Adams to throw to. Furthermore, their defense is giving up 6.7 points per game. Their defense has been locked down. This is a real interesting matchup as far as stacking up how the Austin area goes forward. Lake Travis obviously has more history, but Vandergriff has been better of late. I think that this game is going to be close, and I think it's actually going to be pretty low scoring, and both defenses are going to shine. But I think Vandergriff comes away with a win. Give me the Vipers. Let's go to 5A, 7 o'clock Friday night at C.H. Collins Stadium in Denton. It is a 5A Division 1 by-district matchup between the Denton Ryan Raiders and the Lake Belton Broncos. We knew that District 3 versus District 4 was going to give us some by-district heaters, and it delivered. Here is the show. Lake Belton, we know about their superstar wide receiver, Micah Hudson, 5-star, #1 prospect, according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football in the state of Texas. The Texas Tech commit, one of the very best prospects in all of America. This is a game where the Lake Belton Broncos need the supporting cast, quarterback Elijah Mascarenas, linebacker Garrett Combs, to have a big game. This has got to be a complete team effort for Lake Belton if they're going to win this playoff game. Denton Ryan's had a weird year. I think we can say that now, right? Started off strong, baffling loss to the Colony. Absolutely stunning. But since then, they've kind of gotten their wheels back on, and they've played pretty well, including giving Alito their toughest test of the year. The defense has been consistently strong. Linebacker Dylan Arkansas leading the way. But this is a game where the offense, which has been inconsistent, has got to have a big game. I think Braden Mussett, their quarterback, has got to be strong in this one. This is hard to call. It's close to a coin flip, but I do think that home field advantage plays a big role in this one. I think the fact that this game is at C.H. Collins is a big advantage for the Raiders. Give me Denton Ryan. Let's go to 4A, 7 o'clock Friday night at Bobcat Stadium in Hallsville. It is a 4A Division II by-district matchup between the Gilmer Buckeyes and the Center Rough Riders, and we're going to cut the brakes, okay? This is the wildest game of the weekend, and it's not close. This game is going to be nuts. Let me explain what I mean. Gilmer is averaging 52 points a game. They have the 3rd highest scoring offense in 4A Division II. Right? Caden Tennyson, their quarterback, Will Henderson, the running back. These guys can light up the scoreboard. Center has the 4th highest scoring offense in 4A Division II. Emonte Cross, their quarterback, Caden Dixon, their running back. They have been outstanding, putting up 51 points per game. These two offenses are dynamic. Also, they can't stop anybody. Gilmer's defense ranks 67th in 4A Division II. Centers ranks 88th. Okay? The offenses have been carrying the load for both these teams all year long, and the defenses have kind of been passengers, and now they're going to meet. There might be 180 points scored in this game. This is going to be one of the wildest games of the weekend. The only thing that would surprise me would be a low-scoring slugfest. Flip a coin in this one, but I do think Gilmer comes away with a win. To 3A we go, 7:30 p.m. Thursday night at Cougar Field in College Station. It's a 3A Division I by-district matchup between the Little River Academy Bumblebees and the Hitchcock Bulldogs. Hitchcock, a team with legit state championship aspirations, begins their journey, but They will have to navigate the waters of Region 3, and it starts this week against a very dangerous Academy squad. I love this Bumblebees team. Running back Cavalli Neely, the sophomore, has been a revelation. Quarterback Casey Mraz is a dual-threat dynamo. The question for Academy is their defense, giving up about 30 points per game, and that's where I think Hitchcock and their dynamic playmakers like quarterback Lloyd Jones III can strike. 2 questions for Hitchcock in this one. 1, can they come up with stops? Their defense has been a little bit up and down, right? And 2, how healthy are they? I know they've been nicked up throughout the course of the year. I think Hitchcock comes away with a win, but keep an eye on this one. I think this game could get dicey. And let's go to 2A, 7 o'clock Thursday night at Cowboy Field in Fremont. It is a 2A Division I bi-district matchup between the Three Rivers Bulldogs and the La Villa Cardinals. There's no such thing as a hipster game, right, when you're talking about win or go home, but this might be as close as it gets because I think this game is low-key awesome and flying under the radar. This La Villa team is coming off their 3rd straight district championship, winning District 16 2A Division I, and a big reason why has been their quarterback, Brandon Felix. He is one of the best-kept secrets in Texas. He's been really fun to watch, a dual-threat dynamo, and they've got an outstanding defense, especially in the front 7. Three Rivers finished 4th in their district, right? District 15 2A Division I. That's the Refugio Ganado Shiner district. But this is not a 4th place team, okay? This team would win a lot of other districts, and they have playmakers, okay? Caden Solis, their quarterback, is one of the most electrifying players in Texas. Hard stop. 39 touchdowns on the year. They've got an 1,000-yard receiver in Derek Lancaster. They've got a 1,000-yard rusher in Caden Thomas. This team can get after it. The box office matchup here is this Three Rivers offense with all the playmakers they've got against this outstanding La Villa front 7. Who wins out in that one? This game is close. I actually think Three Rivers are going to pull a little bit of an upset. Give me the Bulldogs. But those are far from the only big games in the bi-district round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. Remember, if I don't mention your game out loud, my pick is scrolling on this side of the screen. Let's get to the lightning round. In 6A Division I, I'm going with Rockwall Heath over Saxe. Give me Alvin Shadow Creek in a close one over Clear Springs. And a tough one to call in DFW. I like Allen over Louisville. 6A Division II now, Cowboy Fight Never Dies. I like Coppell over Denton Geyer. And give me Spring Decaney in a close one over Conroe Oak Ridge. Converse Judson edges San Antonio Clark. And I like Houston Heights over Houston Memorial. 5A Division I now, I like Magnolia West over Houston Madison. Give me San Antonio Southside over Victoria West. And one of the most dangerous 4 seeds in the state gets a win. I like Lancaster over LaPorte. To 5A Division II we go. Give me Denison over Marshall. And way out west, I like El Paso Chapin over Abilene Cooper. I like San Antonio Burbank just barely over San Antonio Veterans Memorial. And give me Leander Rouse over Austin McCallum. 4A Division I now, I like Canyon Randall over Burke Burnett. And give me Lumberton over Athens. Give me Kennedale over Alvarado, and Burnett squeaks by Somerset. 4A Division II now, give me Gatesville over Gonzales. Bandera squeaks by Jarrell, and I like Glen Rose over Midland Greenwood. 3A Division I now, I think Dalhart upsets district champion Denver City. Give me Jefferson over Pottsboro, and San Diego gets by Corpus Christi London. To 3A Division II we go. I like Childress over Abernathy, and DeKalb takes down ARP. Comanche takes down Henrietta, and give me Rogers over Van Vleck. To 2A Division I we go. I like Stanford in a close one over Forsan. Axtell stays perfect with a win over Valley Mills, and give me Cooper to take down Frankston. To 2A Division II we go. I like Ropes over Rawls, and Seymour takes down Celeste. One of the toughest games to call in the state, I like Granger over Burton, and give me Deweyville over Mount Enterprise. And we're getting to the good stuff early in 6-man football. In 1A Division I, I like Erie County over May, and in 1A Division II, give me Cherokee over Zephyr, and Balmorhea takes down Loop. And those are the picks. I picked all 352 Texas high school football playoff games this weekend. I either mentioned it out loud or it was scrolling on the side of the screen. And so now you can tell me gently, what am I wrong about? Leave comments down below. Don't forget that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbells. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbells. And of course, see us at texasfootball.com, where you can find complete coverage of the 2023 Texas High School Football Playoffs at texasfootball.com/playoffs. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the first round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. We'll see you.